morning, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. My name is Tim Craig, and with me today is Harry Moore.
Yes, my name is Harry Moore, and I would like to also thank you for coming today. I know it's hard to take a half day off of work, but we do appreciate you being here to help sharpen your GIS skills.
So, the title of today's seminar is Sharpen Your GIS Skills. We have lots of information to share with you today. New ways to sharpen your skills and new ways to support your agencies. We've got a really great group of folks here today. A wide variety of folks from the public and private sectors, all levels of government, education,
Yes.
students and educators, and nonprofits as well. So thank you all for coming.
Yes, thank you.
You know, a lot of you have been doing GIS for many, many years, and some of you are pretty new to the profession. But whether you've been doing GIS for 22 years or 2 years, you all have GIS skills to keep sharp. So we've got 3 general topic areas we're going to cover today: content, configurable resources, and spatial analysis. As GIS professionals, you're all well aware of this importance of content. You've been building and maintaining content for years. We're going to show you new ways to share that content to make it available to even more people, and new ways to make use of resources and content from others to help you do your work. And configurable resources are a great resource, and they've come a long way in recent years. You can use these resources to quickly deploy focused, easy-to-use applications to get information out to people. And spatial analysis is the core of GIS. It helps people make better decisions. We're going to look at ways to use WebGIS to do spatial analysis and share the results of that analysis in easier ways than ever before. So we've got a lot of stuff to get to, so let's jump right into it. The internet is a really powerful technology that's changed the way we do a lot of things. It's changed certainly how we share information and how we receive information from others. It's powered the explosion of these mobile devices, tablets, smartphones. Everyone has these and carries them around with them everywhere they go. These devices give people access to information anytime, anywhere. It's really this access to information that's powering WebGIS. With WebGIS, you're able to use content and services from others to help you get your work done. You're able to better organize and manage your content, also share it out with people on any sort of device, be it desktops, web, or these mobile devices. WebGIS also allows you to connect to any sort of information through web services, be it from within your organization or outside. You can more easily connect to tabular information, your existing enterprise business systems like Microsoft Office or SharePoint, and your business intelligence platforms like SAP or Cognos. Then you bring this information together in a map for visualization and analysis purposes. So before coming to Esri, I used to work at a public sector agency. And the way we shared information there, both raw information and results of analysis, was through a paper map. This was useful, but had only limited use because it could only get out to a certain number of people. I'm amazed today at how easy it is to take your information and create an application. This ease of use is made available by Esri. Esri is continuing to evolve the ArcGIS platform to take advantage of changes in technology. And the next step in that process is WebGIS. So how many folks here are desktop users? Use desktop every day? Yeah, great. How many of you thought that you would ever be able to create an application yourself without needing a developer to help you do that? Well, now you can. Now, I'm not saying there's no need for developers anymore. There certainly is. But think about all the useful information that you have that you can now get out easily to the public using configurable application templates and WebGIS. The ArcGIS platform still supports your desktop, database, and server-centric workflows. Those aren't going away. But now it also supports this new pattern of WebGIS. With WebGIS, you're able to more easily share information with people on any kind of device. You're able to leverage information and content from others. You can use it to organize and manage your content in ways that makes it easier to discover and use by your staff and in collaboration with other agencies. WebGIS allows you to share your information out to anyone on any device. It allows you to more easily connect to information from other people. It allows you to organize and manage your content, to share it with your staff to make it easier to discover and use right away, and in collaboration with other agencies. It also allows you to connect to your existing enterprise business systems and limits the amount of custom application development that you need to do. So I've talked a lot about this WebGIS stuff, and you might be sitting there thinking that's really, really interesting, but as a desktop GIS user, what does that really mean to me?
Yeah, well, I've been wondering the same thing, Tim, because the name of this seminar is Sharpen Your Skills, yet you've been talking about WebGIS. And here's what it means. WebGIS is simply a new skill for you to learn. Think about 10 years ago and the skill sets you used to know. They're not the same as today. Think about 10 years from now, the skill sets you're going to know. They will not be the same as today as well. So WebGIS is just a new skill. So you may be asking yourself, why should I learn this skill? Well, to be frank, it's going to make your job a heck of a lot easier. It's going to allow you to more easily share information and consume information. It's also going to allow you to present information in ways that you've never thought of before with applications and maps. And as Tim said, you can view these things on any devices. And the other point I want to make about this WebGIS is that it starts in desktop almost always. So as desktop users, we create, manage, edit, and maintain data inside of desktop. And that's where WebGIS begins, because it's where we make that authoritative content that is the foundation for this whole thing of WebGIS.
All right, great, thanks, Harry. So you might be asking yourself, okay, that sounds great. How do I get started? Well, you actually get started with your desktop software and the maintenance that you have on that software. With your maintenance, you get certain entitlements. You get access to things like technical support, product updates. What we've done is we've extended the entitlement program to give desktop users access to WebGIS. Now, we've done that by adding a new entitlement. We did this a couple of months ago. So what we've done is we've given each desktop user a named user login to an ArcGIS Online subscription account. Make sense? This is important for you to get, so I want to make sure you get this. If you've got desktop and you're current on your maintenance, you now have ArcGIS Online. So this means you have WebGIS today. You'll be able to go back to your office and take advantage of all the concepts that we'll be covering today. You can use the software that comes along with ArcGIS Online subscriptions, like the collector for ArcGIS, the operations dashboard, of course, all the powerful things within ArcGIS Online, and a lot of configurable resources. So one of the best ways to get started with ArcGIS Online is with managing your content. As GIS professionals, you've been building and maintaining content for years. It can sometimes be challenging to organize that content from all the work you do in all the different departments and serve that up in a useful way for staff. ArcGIS can be really, really helpful here. ArcGIS Online can be really, really helpful here. With ArcGIS Online, you become the curator of content for your agency. This means you're going to be able to organize and manage all of your content so that staff can more easily discover it and use it right away. You'll also be able to share content out with the public where appropriate. Also, you can take content and services from other organizations and make it available within your organization. There's also a lot of ready-to-use content and services available from Esri. These can be really helpful in those instances where you might have a gap in your information, where you can't complete a project, or maybe there's a service you don't have that is keeping you from completing some analysis. These could be, for example, like if there's a natural disaster and you need access to updated imagery so you can see what has happened. Maybe you need a geocoding service to locate some addresses. Or you need current demographic information to complete an analysis project. These and other kinds of information are all available today in ArcGIS Online.